Hey everyone, so today it's International Coming Out Day, and that's only because I left my video a day late, but I thought it was a nice sort of coincidence and it fits really well with our theme of the week, which is LGBT/queer feminism. So I'm going to take today to come out again as pansexual, which for those of you who don't know means that I'm sexually attracted to all of the genders. I was having issues because I wanted to do a Facebook status coming out, because and then I sort of I realised that I've got a lot of friends from my old school and my college who don't know, and there's a lot of new people that I've recently been meeting as well who don't know that I'm queer, but then I don't know, I just got a bit terrified and I didn't really want to do it, so I didn't, but I think it's interesting because I can talk about being queer in my videos or on feminist spaces online or with feminists that I meet in person. I've always felt really safe talking about queer stuff and being out in the feminist community. I am sort of comfortable with being out with some of my sort of closer non-feminist friends, and I don't know, sometimes I'll just feel like, yeah, I'll just chat to anyone about it. But and obviously the LGBT society isn't the most feminist space, but it's clearly very accepting of queer people. But I mean, I guess the point I'm trying to make really is that feminism sort of has really provided me with a great safe space when I was just trying to sort of sort my head out a bit about my sexuality and come to terms with everything, and it's just been really good that way. The problem is that feminism and LGBTQ stuff don't always sort of come hand in hand, and I mean they should. You know, the fact that the queer activists and feminists are both fighting against these archaic gender norms and sort of heteronormative ideas of gender and sexuality that we're still meant to be adhering to, surely means we should be fighting the same battle, and that we should be joining forces. The thing is, I always hear these excuses, and I'm 100% done with excuses now. So, queer boys, can we stop pretending that patriarchy doesn't hurt you too? Because it fucking does, so come help us smash it, yeah? Straight feminists, I don't want to hear your shit anymore. Okay, so if you're so concerned about women being oppressed, can we remember that the ones that are most shat on are usually LGBT, right? No? I mean, you shouldn't even need these reasons, really, but I guess some people are just too into themselves and only care about things that affect them. I'm just so done with selfish activism. You see it a surprising amount. Things that don't necessarily affect you, you can still fight against them, right? And you can still make an effort. So, as feminists, we need to educate ourselves about queer stuff, and not just so we can, roll around and chat about how much we know about queer folk and how interesting they are. Just, we need to know this stuff so that we can help to make our feminist spaces accessible to queer people, and work on, not accidentally being a dick to people that you meet, and being able to always check your privilege, and get behind any protests or campaigns about LGBT issues in your area, because we all need the help we can get, right? And as LGBTQ people, we need to educate ourselves about feminism and get involved. And I know that feminism has been incredibly shitty to queer people in the past, and there are still many out there today who are still incredibly shitty to queer people, and I'm really sorry about that. But there intersectional feminists exist out there, and come find us and we can all work together and get involved and get behind any of the feminist protests or campaigns in your area. We do really need all of the help we can get, and it only makes sense that we do combine together. And I know there is a lot of queer feminists and sort of queer feminisms, and that's great, it's brilliant. But there are still so many people who like to be completely separate and divided, and it's horrible. And like, I know that not everyone identifies as a feminist because of lots of, you know, the history of bullshit, of heteronormativity and heterosexism and cissexism in feminist movements, and it's fucking awful. So I completely understand, and some people like to just call themselves social justice whatevers, and some people just don't call themselves anything, and that's perfectly fine. But you know, we still all need to be supporting each other and smashing the damn kyriarchy. That needs to happen ASAP, and we can do it if we bond together.